are coming closer and closer, and we'll of course take a look at Group C of the Eternal League, which contains Reprisal, Younger, Practice and Music. So yeah, Reprisal of course the strongest Korean player at the moment, got the silver medal at WEC 2014 and gained himself some nice money, I think about $10,000, but I'm not sure about that. So if he wins this same procedure as in Group B, if Reprisal wins this against Practice, he has a clean 3-0 statistic and advances to the quarterfinals as we expected him to be. But Practice desperately needs that win, or he has to rely on Music to win against Younger, and that is pretty much unlikely, I guess, because Younger, we all know him from back in the day. Very strong Night Elf as well, so I'd expect him to advance, but we'll see that next week. So let's jump into the game. Here we go. It is Turtle Rocket. It is close position, and if you remember last week's Eternal League cast, we saw Younger versus Reprisal on the exact same map, on the exact same position. So the game ended after 7 minutes after a nice militia run to the Tree of Life. But I doubt this will work in this game because it is a human mirror. On the bottom left we see Reprisal, and in the upper left we see Practice, both going for the Archmage of course, and Barracks, Footman, all the standard stuff. So yeah, a close position of course, very interesting. Some call it imba, some call it interesting. Of course this points to a very aggressive play, or they'll both evade each other and creep a lot. This is also possible, but I hope it's not like that. So the green camp, the obvious spot at the beginning, but a little evasion creeping here by Practice, starting with the orange spot, granting him a little experience advantage and the better item of the two spots, but of course this will be touched up very soon. Oh, nice surround by Reprisal, surrounding the first footman here, the scout footman, with Militia and his first footman. So first blood in this best of one. Level 2 Archmage for both players now. This Cloak of Shadows could be very beneficial for him. Gloves of Haste not that good. On the other hand, we see Gloves of Haste, so also not the best item. But yeah, nothing fancy about this. Mantle of Intelligence, of course, the best item he can get at this spot. 3 additional damage, a little more mana, which is everything the Archmage needs. And yeah, more Militia being called. Oh, and he's going for the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Okay, I haven't seen that in Human Mirror, especially with close position. Very greedy, very dangerous. And we see it here. Reprisal is going for the economy kill as it seems, but the main base is pretty much walled off, and in the meantime Reprisal is able to creep to level 3, and he gets the big potion of mana, which results in 2 additional water elementals for him if he uses it in a fight. So this could be a game-changing or fight-changing item. So he's going for the workers now himself with a level 2 water elementals, of course. This is looking much better for him than it was for a Practice early on. But Practice has a nice amount of footmen and militia support. Oh, but he loses one, so he has to rebuild it, which is not possible in tech, so a slight economical disadvantage for him. Yeah, I like what Reprisal did here. Taking the risk of being creep jacked or getting pushed with this risky creep at the shield of the turtle, or the back of the turtle. But yeah, I think it's worth it in the long run, if you consider the experience advantage he got and the item he got. It's almost an entire level that he's ahead. Last hit by Practice. He needs that experience so desperately. But yeah, the tech is almost done for both of them. Reprisal a little behind. But he's able to push Practice over and over again, who research defend now, only against the water elemental. Pretty strange choice, and I think it's a waste of resources, but yeah, works out for him pretty well so far. But he loses worker after worker, with this militia being pulled all the time. Nice micro by Reprisal. So because Reprisal is so aggressive, Practice is not able to creep himself to level 3 and equalize the experience advantage. Mountain King second hero, the Arcane Sanctum coming, of course. Oh, Archmage took a few hits. He needs regeneration now, so do the Footmen and some workers. On the other hand, Reprisal with the Mountain King. Double Arcane Sanctum. Oh, with an Alchemist second with Chemical Rage. He's going for the kill on the Archmage. First shot hit, second shot. Oh, Potion of Healing being used, and now probably the Alchemist is trapped. I think this is walled off nicely, and Chemical Rage is over now, and yeah, what a big loss for Reprisal here. He went for the kill and completely failed, losing his second hero very early on. Mountain King gets the first experience here, and now the Archmage has to be very, very careful because it is, of course, hammer time. More experience on Practice's Archmage. He's coming closer and closer to level 3. And yeah, the long run, the choice of the Alchemist, not the best, I'd say. Nice damage per second, and with Acid Bomb, a nice damage over time area of effect, but the Stormbolt is just so nice for disabling, sniping units, sniping heroes, and of course the damage. So yeah, I think he wanted to end this game with the Archmage kill, and that's why he got the Alchemist, but yeah, we'll see how things unfold. Of course, the longer the game lasts, the stronger the Alchemist gets, but this goes for the Mountain King as well. So yeah, maybe Reprisal just thinks that he's the far better player, and he can win it even with an Alchemist. It's of course a nice change of events here in Human Mirror, and there is the expansion for Reprisal. Yeah, he thinks that he's way ahead, even with the Alchemist kill, but he gets the second turtle here, as it seems. But maybe here comes the Creep Jack now.
Forces are under attack.
But no, he has to get away. No chance versus the Alchemist so far, or he just wants to save mana. But I think the expansion is not scouted yet. Maybe he saw it. Let's check his vision.
Research complete.
Nope. He didn't even scout that the spot is finished, crept already. So this is gonna be a nice surprise for him. And Reprisal wants that Gargantuan Sea Turtle. He wants that combat item. But Practice won't let him do that. Almost level 2 on the Alchemist. The Mountain King is struggling to get to level 2 so far. Militia being called. Finally level 3 on the Archmage. But only one more mana for the Water Elemental. The Gargantuan Sea Turtle goes to him. Yeah, with the Stormbolt, Tomb of Intelligence, and Scroll of the Beast. Not as good as the Mana Potion, but still, it's pretty much okay since it won't get dispelled here in this matchup. Oh, but Practice is losing a lot. 2 priests down. Level 4 on the Archmage, and I think the first spell breakers are coming. Yeah, we have Acid Bomb now, so we have this damage over time on the priests, and of course it reduces the armor. And in the meantime, the expansion is up and running. Additional gold for Reprisal. Oh, and he gets more experience from this Water Elemental. Kind of micro bugs from Practice here. Double Arcane Sanctum, as I mentioned before, the spell breakers are coming, but this goes for Practice as well. Once again, a little bug here, queuing the breaker with a non-working Arcane Sanctum. So, yeah, Practice a little overwhelmed with the pressure of Reprisal. Level 2 for the MK, finally, and yeah, the Acid Bomb hit the casters again. This is a pretty nice tactics if he's able to get into the casters with Chemical Rage, but Reprisal is in problems. The Archmage is trapped, there is a Town Portal. He draws it immediately, maybe getting those Water Elementals with him. Yes, no experience for the Archmage. That would have been cheap XP for him, but at least he gets the vision, he gets the item of the Ogre Maggie and the experience, of course. Maybe a Tomb of Experience, no, Tomb of Agility, and the first Scroll of Healing in the game. But Reprisal is going for the same spot, vision for him, but I think that's not that necessary with close positions here. But Boots of Speed for the Alchemist, always a great item. And Tomb of Agility here as well, so things equal up. Reprisal on 64 food, he pushed over the upkeep level. And for Practice, it is 46 for the next fight. It is looking bad for Practice. Of course, he still has no clue about this expansion and didn't want to contest it at all. Okay, now he'll find it. And whoops! How long is it up for? Yeah, 1,500 gold or something. Red spot creep for Reprisal, and he can easily afford a Town Portal with the Warsong Battle Drums. With the expansion in his bag, he Town Portals. Oh my god, very aggressive Town Portal. Very nice Acid Bomb. Again, everything is damaged. Everything takes additional damage. And everything is bloodlusted as well. Everything, yeah, stolen from the creeps. So nice damage output here from Reprisal's units. Archmage in trouble. He has to run away. But Micro Bug again. He catches them hits, which you don't want, but everything is low for Practice. Acid Bomb hitting only one priest. That was definitely not perfect usage. Scroll of Healing has to be used to save the units, but he didn't lost a lot except hit points. But of course, how does he have a chance? How can he stand a chance against 20 more food from Reprisal? Lots of breakers coming in. Nice blocker line here for Reprisal. The Archmage is pretty much safe. He tries to go for it with a level 2 Mountain King now, but there is no mana anymore. Lots of hits from the breakers burned it all the way. And yeah, the breakers here from Reprisal. How will he beat them? Next Acid Bomb on the Mountain King and a few other units, but he has to flee though. He's scared of the next Stormbolt, I guess. But yeah, Practice is completely falling apart here. Bad positioning for all his units. And all that's left is his heroes, and he's trying to go for the Archmage once again, but no chance for a Stormbolt, but there is a Potion of Healing. Chemical Rage again, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit. Archmage is done, level 4 for the Alchemist. GG by Practice. Once again, a group has been swept by Reprisal. He was definitely the favorite in this group, and he succeeded. Pretty impressive. 7-minute win against Younger, 13-minute win against Practice. So yeah, pretty nice performance by Reprisal as expected.